In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to create a customer feedback tracker in Google Sheets from start to finish. Google Sheets is one of the most flexible and accessible tools you can use for managing data like this, especially if you're not ready to invest in expensive CRM software or complex database systems. By building your own tracker, you get complete control over how you collect, organize, and act on the feedback your customers give you. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. We're going to begin by setting up what I like to call the database. This is the backbone of your entire tracker. Open a new Google Sheets document, and the very first thing you'll want to do is rename the default sheet tab at the bottom. Give it a clear descriptive name like feedback data. This might seem like a small detail, but trust me, as your spreadsheet grows and you start adding more tabs for analysis or reporting, having a well-named sheet will save you so much time and confusion. Now, in row 1, we're going to lay down our column headers. These are the fields that will define what information you capture for every single piece of feedback. Start with column A for the date, column B for customer name, column C for email, column D for rating on a scale of 1 to 5, column E for feedback notes, column F for category, and finally column G for status. Take a moment to type these in carefully, because getting your header row right at the beginning sets the foundation for everything that follows. You can always add more columns later, but starting with these 7 core fields gives you a really solid structure that covers the essential information for any feedback log. Now that your headers are in place, let's move on to a feature that will take your tracker from a simple list to a truly professional and efficient tool: drop-down menus. Standardizing your categories and statuses is a game changer because it makes filtering and analyzing your data incredibly easy. Instead of typing bug in one row and bug or bugs in another, you'll have a controlled menu that ensures perfect consistency every time. Start by highlighting your entire category column, column F. Then go up to the top menu and click Insert, then select Dropdown. In Google Sheets, you might also find this under Data and then Data Validation, depending on your version, but either path gets you to the same setup. A sidebar will appear on the right where you can begin adding your drop-down items. I recommend starting with options like Bug, Feature Request, Sales, and Support. As you add each one, you'll see an option to assign a distinct color to it. This is a wonderful visual cue. Imagine a sea of colored cells that let you instantly see what type of feedback is flooding in without even reading the text. For example, you might make Bug bright red, Feature Request blue, and Support green. You can always edit or add more items later as your needs evolve, so don't stress about getting it perfect right now. Once you've added your categories, repeat this exact same process for the status column, column G. Highlight that column, go back to Insert and Drop Down, and this time add items like Pending, Investigating, and Resolved. Assign colors to these as well, perhaps yellow for pending, orange for investigating, and green for resolved. What you've just done is create a self-policing system that prevents typos and inconsistency, which means later on, when you want to filter all unresolved bug reports, you can do it in 2 clicks with absolute accuracy. It's one of those small upfront efforts that pays for itself 10 times over the first time you go to analyze your data. With your headers and drop-down menus in place, you now have a fully functional customer feedback tracker. Let me quickly recap what you've just accomplished. You opened a new Google Sheets, named your sheet Feedback Data, built a clean header row with all the key fields, and set up standardized drop-down menus for categories and statuses. The real beauty of this system is its simplicity. You can start entering feedback immediately, and every row you fill in is automatically organized and consistent. A great next step from here would be to add a second sheet tab where you aggregate all this data using functions like COUNTIF, or create a simple dashboard with charts to visualize trends over time. Also, consider formatting your header row to bold and maybe even freeze it so it stays visible as you scroll down through hundreds of entries. If you ever need to revisit these steps, just save this video or bookmark the timestamp. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one.